President Trump will accept the Republican Party nomination and will speak tonight at the final night of the RNC. World News Tonight has more on that coming up at 6:30.
Get emotional. You shouldn't be in this position.
It has been a historic 24 hours in sports. Multiple teams and leagues suspended their games and practices following the shooting, the police shooting that is, of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. In fact, the University of Kentucky football team just left the practice field amid protests. There has been a lot of support in the sports world surrounding these decisions, but there's also been some blowback, specifically from fans. MARIEL CARBONE has the story.
Well, Tanya, even just taking a look at WCPO's Facebook comments about the Reds not playing last night, some of the comments read like this. I've already been done with sports. This only supports my feelings. They need to protest on their own time. And there's a lot of comments just criticizing the salary that those athletes make. Now, an expert I spoke to tells me that it's normal to receive pushback like this when there's any type of protest regarding social justice, even ones that are peaceful, but that people should still take a stand anyway. Bats went silent last night as Major League Baseball teams, including the Reds, postponed games in solidarity with the NBA. The sports world was protesting the police shooting of Jacob Blake, an unarmed black man, and standing with protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where it all happened.
There's no form of protest that white supremacy will sanction.
With that decision came criticism on social media, which some say is to be expected.
If you take a knee, whether you raise a fist, whether you march in the street.
Christopher Miller is a senior director at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. He says historically, athletes and entertainers have always played a big role in social justice reform.
They are fathers, the sons, and they are succumbed to the same issues, the social inequities.
Because they're human.
You get emotional. You shouldn't be in this position.
For Reds pitcher AMIR Garrett, the decision not to play
So it was like a weight off my shoulders.
was the right one. He says it was a big step for the baseball community.
We were making people feel uncomfortable. They didn't get that luxury of seeing a ball game yesterday, and a lot of people were upset about it. But guess what? There's a lot of other people upset about a lot of other things that are going on in the world.
And that's what it was all about, making people feel uncomfortable.
Boston Tea Party was not a comfortable situation. They were throwing stuff into the river. And this is a foundation that we glorify that protest, glorify the civil rights movement. But yet, during that time period, people were arrested. People were spit on. In generations to come, they will be applauded and respected.
And Miller says a good thing for people to do right now when some of these games are canceled is to use that time to pick up a book and learn about the history of civil rights, past and present. Reporting from the ballpark, MARIEL CARBONE, WCPO 9 News.